All right, welcome to June here on Hinterland. Hinterland. Welcome. Digging that view. It's going to look nice when we got full functioning farm stuff going on out there, but for now we don't. We have this. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Okay, what can we do today? It's June. I did change. So I made a change this morning. As you can see, something already popped out. I thought it might be a little more interesting to change our greenhouses here to spawning rather than storing. So that way, as the product is ready, it'll pop out and we'll get to see it rather than having to come over here and check to see where it's at. So small change I made there. So this is what are these? Okay, so these at 500 liters, these things spawn, and the current going rate for 500 liters of tomatoes is about half of that, I guess, because this is per 1,000 liters. So every 2 pallets that pop out, we're going to get about $500 right now until it probably gets to winter, and then we're going to see, I bet you, almost twice that. Not even, about the same. So, you know, if we wanted to make $250, we could go sell that right now, but we can't even pick it up, actually. It's too heavy, so we can't do that. We have no way to pick anything up, I realized. So a couple things we got to take care of today. I do think that we will get a plow and then plow out this, which will be our first field. I know that the crops we want to grow, we can't really grow yet. Actually, I say the crops we want to grow. I don't know that I've necessarily decided what we want to grow yet, because no matter what we grow, we have to get it out of the ground or off the ground anyways. So we got to make some money before we can worry about that. But, by September, we'll likely plant wheat. I guess the thought is at some point we're going to start buying some cows and getting milk and making some money there. So you make quite a bit of money off of milk. But we do have a couple of months before we even have to worry about planting wheat. And then we have basically a year. Oh man, it's like a whole year until we have to worry about taking it off the ground. So we got lots of time. We have lots of time to make mistakes between now and then. But I thought maybe if we did this, if we got this plowed out, so that means we got to get a plow. We did see a couple options last time that are suitable for our horsepower. So we'll plow that out. We won't really, I guess, necessarily have to worry yet about, the current state of the ground for, we need to fertilize or anything like that. But at least we can get a field. Let's get a field cut. So we got one there. I think we might actually do another mow here and grab a bunch more grass. This pit over here is at 60%. But I think what we might do is put in another one. Only from volume will we make any money with silage. I think we sort of determined that with the roughly 20,000 liters of silage that's in this in this pit, we're going to, right there. So I think I did the math, and at 20,000 liters, so 20 times 180 is almost $4,000, I guess, or was it close to that? So we're by no means a moneymaker, but if we do, this cost us, the pit cost us $6,000. The rake thing cost us like hundreds of dollars. So let's say we're into this for it's just that, probably some gas. The mower was a few $1,000. Let's say we're into this for like $7,500 to put that 20,000 liters in there. Now it looks like we definitely could have put more grass in there, but I think we just wanted to get things rolling. I could put another pit down beside it here, and we could do another big mow today. That means we're into it for like $15,000, and let's say we get the same amount of silage off, we get $8,000. So if we sold two pits worth of silage and we ended up with $8,000, we just have to basically mow one more time and fill these, and we've essentially broken even, and then everything's profit after that. Maybe it makes sense to have two kind of alternating pits going here, or in the future, one pit going for food or feed, and one pit going for cash. I definitely want to get to the point where we're baling and not worrying about a silage pit, but maybe that's a good way to do it. I don't really know. I don't honestly, I don't really have a clue, but I think that seems like maybe a good idea. I swear we put bees down here. Someone steal our bees? Didn't we put bees down here? Oh, they're there. Hopefully that's a compatible spawn point for honey. So yeah, so anyways, I thought maybe we'd do that. So, and on top of all that, we will probably want to cut down some more trees. So today's episode is probably going to consist of getting ourselves a plow, and hopefully not like we discovered with the mower, where we had to literally take runs at every pass because the mower was just a little bit too much for our tractor. Hopefully, it's a little bit more user friendly when we go to plow. So let's just take care of one thing that was bugging me there. I saw it when I was trying to park the trailer there. There we go, that's better. Now we can see. Let's load up some logs. Let's cut down some couple trees. We'll do a load here. We'll take it into town. We can leave the trailer at the store with the dealership there. They'll look after it while we bring the plow back. There's a tree right next to the current silage pit, which is what we can cut down. I think we cut this one down because it looks like we're going to start to see a little bit more action over here. We'll probably get a shed at some point. I mean, I should stop talking right now. I was going to say we should get a shed at some point so we can start storing some of the stuff inside, but man, we don't even have a house yet. We're sleeping in a tent. All right, so I'm going to attack a couple trees here. We'll get them loaded up, and then we'll head into town to go get that plow. See if we can get this load back in one piece. I'm kind of looking forward to the day where I have a trailer that has straps. Not a big fan of this no strap thing, but anyways, we'll see. Usually we lose a couple logs. So another thing we got to consider, I don't have any way of getting the silage out of the pit. I don't really know what to do with that. I have the fork, the rake or whatever, obviously, but I don't, like I could pick it up, but then I don't have anything to put it in to transport it. So I'm not sure what to do there. I can't put loader arms on this tractor. You know what we really need? We need a 175 to around 175 horsepower tractor where we can put front loader arm, and what a dream would be if it had PTO in the front and the back. But you know, I'd settle for just the back. Yeah, if we found a tractor that popped up, that'd be amazing. Something with a little bit of power, something with a little more versatility. And this little guy's been great, but it's not. I don't know, have a way to get the silage out of the pit, so that's not going to work. The only problem is I think if another tractor popped up, we'd probably have to sell this one to be able to afford it, so that'd be a sad day because this is a good little tractor. But we're not here to make friends with our tractors, we're here to progress the map. And so far, have we done that? I don't know. We're at... we don't have a huge bankroll. We do have, well, I mean, the property came with it, this equipment. I guess we did make some money to buy this trailer. We did manage to set up a couple things around camp, so I guess we're kind of getting there. We don't own all of this yet. Okay, so I'm guessing somewhere north of 3,500. I don't think we're going to break $4,000, although maybe the price of wood's gone up. I just don't know that we're going to break $4,000, but I think we're going to be north of 3,500 with this. That's Canadian speak for more than $3,500. Ooh, wait, look at that, almost 3,900. Perfect. Okay, well, we could use that. Let's go spend it. Just a note here. Look, there's nothing for sale. There's no sale items here. What do you think of that? Stingy, eh? Although, I mean, if you look around, where's this little dealer going to get anything used? Okay, I believe when we were in here last time, we saw... Was it in Power Harrow or Subsoiler? It was a place that I typically don't look in the store. 2.5 meters. I believe when it says shallow cultivators are used for shallow cultivation or seed bed creation of fields. That means it can create fields, right? Is that what I'm reading correctly? See, we don't even have, we have like no horsepower. How did we tow that mower, I wonder? So, and with the mower, I think we got lucky because we were able to take a run at it every time. I think it's a little bit different when you get into stuff like this because you got blades in the ground and it's hard to pull, right? So we may have to look at something like this. Whoa. This stuff looks medieval. I mean, there's 40 horsepower, seed bed creation of fields. So seemingly we could create a field. So the horsepower requirements don't change. I kind of like the idea of getting something bright because then we can actually find it in our yard. All right, what about that? So that's going to cost us almost $3,000, but it's a 3 meter working width. So, I mean, it's not great, but it's not, I mean, it could be worse. It does say for the seed bed creation of fields, we can hook it up. Wait. I mean, I can hook it up to this, right? Okay, yeah, I mean, seemingly this would be the one. So I did say I wanted to find a bright color. That's great, perfect. Here we go. What was our disappointment in the last episode? Was the mower, I guess, had the best opportunity to become a disappointment, but it ended up working in the end, even though it wasn't perfect. But let's first make sure we can hook up here. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Ooh. All right, so turning is not necessarily going to be something that's going to be great. Allow create fields. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's get this back. Turning is not. Oh, turning is not a good thing. I don't think I can put a weight on the front of this. Can I get a weight that just has a pin? All right, I was experimenting with weights and no, I don't think I can put a weight on the front of this tractor. So we're just gonna grin and bear it. Yeah, it'd be great by the end of the day if we haven't spent too much money, maybe we get, if we could run, at the end of the day, if we could run like, I don't know, let's say we could even run 3 loads of logs in and sell them and walk away with like $9,000 to $12,000. That would get us, well, it'd be 40 grand, but then if we spend another, I don't know, let's say we spend 6,500 bucks on another pit, that would get us down to like 12, 36. Yeah, we could be somewhere back in the mid-30s by the end of the day, and if a tractor popped up, that would be super good. Or, maybe tomorrow or like the next game day. It'd be nice. We're really limited with what we got here with this tractor. Good animations on this as we swerve back and forth. All that stuff just dangles there. And this is kind of exciting. It'd be nice to see some dirt. Just gonna get up the hill here a little bit before we make an attempt. Let's see. Yep. All right, let's try this. All right, I hit Y to create fields. Let's. Oh, this is not a happy tractor. Okay, we got a problem. Oh. Great, what'd the pioneers do when they got their tractors stuck? Okay, so we might have to call a cab and take it into town here so we can maybe borrow the forklift from the store. Oh God, we didn't need this kind of trouble. Anyways, cab should be here. So, oh, here we go. Taxis are quick in this neighborhood. All right, hey, buddy, I gotta get in. Going to the... I guess it doesn't really matter where we're going, does it? Let's go to the, we'll go to the restaurant. Oh, whoa, careful, man, I just bought that. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? How do we get this thing unstuck? Run back to town, I guess? I needed productivity today, not this kind of stuff. So, all right, you know what? We're gonna go see if they'll lend us the forklift. Unbelievable. Can I tow my trailer with this? If I can, we might as well get the trailer back out there. They're gonna okay, that's better. I was gonna say they're gonna regret lending me the forklift when they see me driving out of here with my trailer. All right, I'm gonna start the long road back. Good thing for there's cruise control on this. All right, let's go put this trailer over here. The shame of it all, man. I just popped back in to check, and for sure we have a 47 horsepower tractor. It says that the horsepower requirement for that cultivator is 40 horsepower, and it immediately just cut itself into the ground. Can't believe I had to drive this forklift all the way over here. So hopefully this works. I don't really know what to do otherwise. All right, so I think if we spread the forks... What's the horsepower in this thing? I wonder if it would plow the field. All right, I don't want to blow a tire. Okay, so I wonder if I do that, can I just drive out of it? Taxi arrived at location, hop in. I think the taxi's still looking for me. Nope. Okay, so let's lift this thing and see if we can move it away from where I just sank in. I think though, if once I put this down, it's just gonna sink again, isn't it? Oh, haha, perfect. Okay, can I? Okay, we're gonna keep the forklift here for a second. I'll move it out of the way though. I wonder if I should have got the light. You know, remember how there were different versions of the cultivator? And there was one that said like light and medium. I wonder if it's because this one's like a heavy cultivator. And it, I mean, it's not gonna be very exact. If I have to take a run at it every time, it's not going to be the most exact field. Okay, so let's see. Create fields. I know there's a field going to go in here eventually, so I'm not too worried about, you know, making a mess. Every time I shift, it's definitely creating a problem for me. Okay, I think what we gotta do is this. Find a different cultivator, obviously. Let's go, let's take this back to the store. What do we do with that forklift? You know what? Let's drive this back to the store first. Then we will either run or hop a cab or something. Ooh, back just in time for a burnout. Yeah, I was thinking while I was driving. This may be a mod issue. I have the full gamut of REA mods on, so all the realism mods. So the one that I think is specifically affecting us is the one my kid hates, because he can't drive the General Lee on the map, on any map, because it never gets any traction. So he just sits there and spins the wheels. And it's the I'm gonna go in and look and see which mod it is. I can't remember which one it is, but I think that's what's keeping us from being able to use that cultivator. And I don't think it's unfair for me to remove the mod and go there, because I mean, there's nothing saying that in survival mode I have to have all the REA mods on. All right, I decided to spoil us too and just spawn back over here. So I think this is gonna work. And I don't see anything wrong with, I mean, survival gameplay doesn't mean you necessarily have to turn on all the realism mods for your vehicle. So can you use those in console? Are all those realism mods available? Oh yeah, look at this. No problem. Well, okay, it's not great. But I'm not sinking in the ground. All right, it's less than great. It's the shifting that's causing problems. Can I change this into manual? I just realized I had the recording pause, so I'm not sure what I recorded and what I didn't. So I'll just kind of preface what's going on here. I put the vehicle into manual mode, and that seems to allow me to stay in a gear, which is good. First gear, really. I can't really do much else. Manual's weird too. You have to put in or -1 and then drive forward, or like accelerate, or hit the gas pedal basically. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so this has enabled us to get around the field and create a field. So it's painfully slow and not ideal, but you know, I think it's gonna work. I don't know what would help us here. Like, honestly, I don't know. Obviously more horsepower is gonna help, and that hopefully will come here at some point. Going downhill really helps, I can tell you that much. Going uphill is not good at all. But it's just constant wheel slip. But anyways, the bottom line is we're creating a field, which is awesome. I see it over there on the mini map. It recognizes it. So yeah, so that's good news. Let's just see. Does it say anything about? Yeah, look, field info right there. Needs plowing. Yeah, okay, great. We'll plow it then. Ooh, that thing took off. Yeah, so first gear seems to be the way it would work. So basically, I figured I'd just get around here, get this field going, and then we can touch base again. After. I just realized that this wasn't actually recording, and I don't know what I missed. Anyways, we're gonna get this field done, and we'll be back. I think once we got a handle on the mod challenges and then the transmission shifting non-stop, we managed to make a field. Almost done here. I mean, it's not the most attractive field in this state, but you know what? It'll do the trick. And there we go. We added to our fleet. Park this over here, and then we'll come back and admire our handiwork before we try to figure out what else we need. Okay, I just put the cultivator or plow or field creator or whatever we want to call this back here. I had to stop recording, and now this is really days later to finish off this episode. So I had to go back and refresh my memory about what we had done in the last episode. And yes, I was feeling my pain as I watched and trying to figure out what was happening with this field. A field of which, it's kind of funny. I wonder it was cutting a field for the sake of cutting a field, because we're a little ways away from being able to. We're a little ways away from even being able to plant anything. Right now, we want to make some money, though. So I was thinking that we got a couple things. We were contemplating putting in a second silage pit here and doing a fairly large mow. I like that idea right now because we know that we can mow better. Because we've discovered that REA mod was causing us problems. So I think I'm half inclined to do that, to mow out a big patch and throw down another pit here. Get that going. This silage on this side is 60% fermented. But if we get this thing loaded up today, we can let it ferment, and then perhaps in the next episode we'll be cutting some more. We'll be doing like a big log fest. Okay, so that's the second one there. I hate it when you, for example, go to use the free form mode. So we gotta fix a little bit here because it doesn't landscape for you. But I hate it when it comes up with a big warning saying, it's your responsibility, and if there's problems, you're screwed and all the rest of the stuff. Okay, so that should be good. So you guys ready for some mowing pain? That's the other thing. There was an update for this map I saw. First update released. Something to do with the ground textures. I guess I haven't tried to remove any of these ground textures because presumably when you try to paint them, or I don't know what the problem is, but oh yes, that's okay. Well, when we get out to the field, we'll can't really. I guess I can roll with it down. So presumably when you go to paint this, the sticks and stuff don't disappear, but I kind of like having all that stuff there because if you apparently if you go to update, then everything will just disappear and there'll just be blank ground. But we don't want that. Where are the farthest reaches of our land? It sort of goes across here. We haven't actually looked at this to see where is the edge of our property. So I am now across. So I would say more or less this is looking directly back. Yeah, like if I mow this, I might be crazy. So I'm literally just driving around in third gear here. This is a heck of a lot better than the last time we tried this. We'll see what happens when we get to the hill. Bit more than we chew. This mower is running great. the front end of this tractor likes to spin quite a bit. Like I barely have to turn it, and it pivots like mad. So you really got to plan your corners. You got to start coming out of your turns early. I think is definitely the trick here. But we just mowed a whole bunch. I'm realizing though, now that we've mowed it, we have to pick it all up, which does not sound like fun at all. With that rake, oh god, what was it, 2,000 liters at a time, and not even an easy 2,000 liters. Like I think the first 1,500 or something like that is okay, and then after that it just becomes it starts fighting back. Anyways, that's something to look forward to in about a minute here. If you came to this channel and this episode specifically for gobs of entertainment and a fast-paced story, this probably is not it. Come back in about 6 months, like 6 real-life months. I may not be sleeping in a tent anymore. Okay, I'm not really sure what possessed me to mow this much, other than the fact that we can do it. And honestly, I mean, what else do we do? Unless we just you know, after getting all this grass picked up and put into a bunker, we're going to be, in all likelihood, we'll be cutting down a ton of trees. Yeah, that's a much bigger area than what we did the last time. Oh, this thing kills me. Let's go get some grass so we can fill up that bunker. We still got to figure out how we're going to get the silage out of the other bunker in order to be able to sell it, because we don't have anything to pick it up with. And then when we do pick it up, we don't have anything to put it in. So we got a little bit of figuring out to do there. I don't think they're going to let us borrow the forklift. All right, so as far as some of these time lapses, is there like a language you guys want to learn? Maybe I can invest in Rosetta Stone and play some language learning on tape or something. Is that would that help you? Maybe if what the heck was there? There's something in the grass, or it's just a bump. Maybe I can find like books on tape, and we can all. I don't know, we want to like listen to Stephen King's greatest horrors or something. I don't even know how many of these like passes we're going to be doing. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, first of all, let's right side ourselves. We open this. There we go. I want to make sure it goes into the bunker. Oh gosh, and then I remember we gotta just sit there and go back and forth, back and forth. I guess when it's a new field like this, you just go whatever direction you want, really. It's all gonna get picked up eventually. Sunday morning, there's a future for us that's dawning. One of
be unbreakable.
Okay, this is a bit of a disjointed episode. This is now, I think, the third day that we're recording here, just due to interruptions. And I've got I have a company and we make media for a bunch of industries, and big ones, real estate, and everything just went nuts all of a sudden, and that's created a lot of additional production time on my end, and a lot of time out of the office. And anyways, go figure. You got to work and not play video games and kind of goof around. So I did go ahead and I won't do a lot of this, but I've gone and packed the silo. I want to say that we got about 30,000 or 30. I don't think I got 35,000. I think I got about 30,000 liters into this. So far, we only have the tomatoes spawning. Yes. Okay. So there's still a bunch of grass left here. so it took, oh my gosh, there was so much here. So I still have a lot to pick up. I don't want to put a third silo up, but I will come up with a plan. I think, like, basically I'm more or less checked in here to show you what I've done with the silo, show you what's left of this field to pick up. And I think we're going to call that an episode. I got to come up with a plan. I think I got to come up with a plan that's going to be better than these silos and that rake, because it really is time consuming and challenging when you want to pick up a bunch of grass. So I will come up with a good plan, and we will talk about that plan in the next episode. We can collectively pray that the used vehicle gods bless us with something, and we're able to make a change and in our equipment. Ideally, something where I can get a loader, some loader arms like this. We're gonna check one thing before we go here. We always do this, right? We start damage 63%. We always start farting around right before it's time to sign off, but. That tractor is worth, $2,800. I imagine if I repair it, we might get $3,000 or something, $3,500. So there's our tractor, brand new. Where we figure we could probably, with repairing it, we could probably get about $3,000 for it right now. We could keep toiling in these small tractors. Ideally, what we need is something where we can put a loader arm on it. Yeah, see, I don't think any of these. Wow. Nothing says I'm here to farm like this thing. Holy moly. There you go. What is it? A lizard front loader attacher. Okay, it must sit right on the very front. Okay, I don't know which one we can get, but let's assume it's $2,000. So for $2,000 for a loader arm, and then let's just take a look at what this is going to cost. We're not doing anything right now, but at least we'll have an idea. So we can gain about 9 horsepower. Oh, we could put a good weight on the front. All right, so we gain some horsepower. We don't really care about wheels. We don't need any of that. So for 11 plus, let's say max like another 2. I don't know what a bucket or whatever it costs. Let's say for $2,500. So 11, 13. So for about $14,000, we'll pick up 9 horsepower. We'll get a substantial weight on the front, and so really, once we trade in our tractor, we're about $11,000. So that might be something we do in the next episode. Actually, is trade for this Massey, or something might pop up in the sale. But that's something to look forward to in the next episode. I think we'll do that, and then we'll come up with a better plan for the grass. We still have grass there that we need to deal with, and I just we're a little ways off before this silo ferments. Perhaps by the time we wake up to the next episode, this will be ready to go. It's at 69 So if that's the case, and we can get maybe that's something to look forward to. So if we can get that, if that ferments, and we can get this thing traded out with that, if it's not that massy, if it's something that has the loader potential, we have the trailer for it already. We can put, assuming we can put anything into the back of that tipper here. Oh yeah, look, it's gonna scroll over and give us all the options. Silage right there. All right, yeah. So we could next episode could be a good one for us. We could see some real progress. We still do need to do a day of logging, I think. Not a big fan of the way the time lapses look when you're logging. So we'll have to come up with a good solution there. But anyways, regardless, so three days of sporadic recording to make this episode. What an absolute challenge. But I think maybe I learned a couple things as we go forward, i.e. test some of the stuff off the game, and don't take 3 days to record a video. So thanks for your patience, and thanks for suffering through this, and I hope you're enjoying the series. And other than that, I will see you soon.